I'm staring at a spreadsheet that's making my head spin. $200 a month, every month, for 10 years, and it adds up to $24,000. But here's the thing, with compound interest, that same $200 a month can turn into $200,000. I know, it sounds crazy, but just hear me out. You're probably thinking, how is that even possible? And I get it, it sounds like some kind of financial magic trick. But it's not, it's just math. And the math is pretty simple. If you invest $200 a month into a high-yield savings account or a solid investment portfolio, with an average annual return of 7%, after 10 years, you'll have around $34,000. But here's where it gets interesting. If you leave that money alone and let it keep growing, after 20 years, you'll have around $120,000, and after 30 years, you'll have around $200,000. Now, I know what you're thinking. But I don't have $200 a month to spare. And I get it, I really do. But what if I told you that you can start with less? What if you can start with $50 a month, or even $20 a month? It's not as much, but it's still something. And the key is to be consistent. To make it a habit. To make it a part of your monthly routine. I've seen people do it, and it's amazing. I've seen people who were struggling to make ends meet, who were living paycheck to paycheck, and they started investing just a little bit of money each month. And over time, it added up. They were able to pay off their debt, they were able to build up their savings, and they were even able to start investing in their future. So, I want to ask you, what's your biggest debt right now? Is it credit card debt? Student loans? A mortgage? Whatever it is, I want you to know that you're not alone. Millions of people are struggling with debt, and it's not easy. But there is hope. There is a way out. And it starts with taking control of your finances. It starts with making a plan and sticking to it. Now, I'm not a financial expert, but I've learned a thing or two about managing money. And one of the most important things I've learned is the power of compound interest. It's like a superpower for your savings. And it's not just for rich people, or people who are good with money. It's for anyone who wants to build wealth and achieve financial freedom. So, if you're ready to take control of your finances and start building wealth, then keep watching. I'm going to share some tips and strategies that have helped me, and that can help you too. And if you're already on top of your finances, then congratulations. You're ahead of the game. But I'm sure you can still learn something new, and maybe even pick up a few tips to share with your friends and family. The first thing you need to do is to start tracking your expenses. You need to know where your money is going, and how much you're spending. It's not fun, I know, but it's necessary. You can use a budgeting app, or just a plain old spreadsheet. Whatever works for you. Just make sure you're tracking every single transaction, no matter how small. Once you have a clear picture of your expenses, you can start making a plan. You can start cutting back on unnecessary spending, and allocating that money towards your debt, or towards savings. And then, you can start investing. You can start putting your money into a high-yield savings account, or into a solid investment portfolio. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but I don't know anything about investing. And that's okay. You don't need to be an expert to start investing. You can start with a simple investment portfolio, or even a robo-advisor. The key is to just get started. To just take that first step. And don't worry if you make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when it comes to investing. Even the pros. The key is to learn from those mistakes, and to keep moving forward. To keep investing, and to keep building wealth. So, if you're ready to start building wealth, and achieving financial freedom, then let's get started. Let's take that first step, and see where it takes us. And if you're already on the path to financial freedom, then congratulations. You're an inspiration to us all. I want to share a story with you. It's a story about a woman who was struggling to make ends meet. She was living paycheck to paycheck, and she didn't know how she was going to pay her bills. But then, she started investing. She started putting just $50 a month into a high-yield savings account, and over time, it added up. She was able to pay off her debt, and she was even able to start saving for retirement. It's an amazing story, and it's a testament to the power of compound interest. It's a reminder that anyone can build wealth and achieve financial freedom, regardless of their income or their background. So, I want to ask you again, what's your biggest debt right now? Is it credit card debt? Student loans? A mortgage? Whatever it is, I want you to know that you're not alone. And I want you to know that there is hope. There is a way out. And it starts with taking control of your finances. It starts with making a plan and sticking to it. If that just clicked for you, hit like. It tells me to keep making this kind of content. And if you know someone who's struggling with debt, or who's trying to build wealth, then send them this video. It might just be the wake-up call they need. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of having an emergency fund. It's a crucial part of building wealth and achieving financial freedom. So, be sure to check it out. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to this channel. I'm always looking for new ways to help people build wealth and achieve financial freedom. And I want you to be a part of it. Thanks for watching. Let's dive deeper into the world of compound interest and explore some real-life examples. For instance, let's say you start investing $100 a month at the age of 25, with an average annual return of 8%. By the time you're 35, you'll have invested around $12,000, but your total balance will be around $20,000. That's a 67% return on your investment, just from the power of compound interest. But here's the thing, it's not just about the numbers. It's about the mindset. It's about understanding that building wealth is a long-term game, and that every small step you take today will add up to big results in the future. So, I want to challenge you to take a closer look at your finances and see where you can make some adjustments. Can you cut back on unnecessary expenses and allocate that money towards your debt or savings? Can you start investing just $20 a month and watch it grow over time? I want to share another story with you. It's about a man who started investing in his 401k plan at work. He contributed just 5% of his income each month, and his employer matched it with 3%. Over the course of 20 years, he invested around $50,000, but his total balance was over $200,000. That's the power of compound interest and consistent investing. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what about the stock market? Isn't it too volatile? And yes, it's true that the stock market can be unpredictable. But the key is to take a long-term view and not get caught up in the short-term fluctuations. Think about it like this: if you had invested $1,000 in the S&P 500 index in 2000, it would be worth around $2,500 today. That's a 150% return, despite all the ups and downs of the market. So, what can you do to start building wealth and achieving financial freedom? First, take control of your finances by tracking your expenses and making a plan. Second, start investing, even if it's just a small amount each month. And third, be patient and consistent, knowing that the power of compound interest is working in your favor. I want to leave you with a quote from Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time. He said, "Do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." That's a powerful mindset shift, and it's one that can help you achieve financial freedom. So, I want to ask you again, what's your biggest financial goal? Is it to pay off debt, build up your savings, or invest in your future? Whatever it is, I want you to know that you have the power to achieve it, one small step at a time. Let's break it down further. If you're struggling with credit card debt, for example, you can start by paying more than the minimum payment each month. You can also consider consolidating your debt into a lower interest loan or balance transfer credit card. And if you're trying to build up your savings, you can start by setting aside just 10% of your income each month. It's not a lot, but it's a start, and it can add up over time. I also want to talk about the importance of avoiding lifestyle inflation. As your income increases, it's tempting to inflate your lifestyle by spending more on luxuries and discretionary items. But the key is,